Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and of course this will be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Now obviously it's not going to resonate for all of you. It's important for some people to understand that. That means if the reading just doesn't fit your light, just discard it. It's not for you. I'm going to pull cards like King, Queen, Emperor, and Empress. You can just disregard the sex or gender. Those cards actually describe a personality. So you'll definitely know who we're talking about. If you like what I do here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. And if you'd like to join the membership, you can find all the perks for that by hitting the join button below. So I'm just kind of taking whatever comes out with the oracle to lead. We'll clarify everything with the tarot, and at the end I'll grab some advice. Okay, so we have Journey, branch out to new worlds. Identity confusion. Has difficulties determining who they are in relation to others. Balance spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. And always partying. Let's see what this is about. Okay, so the overall energy is the Six of Swords. We have the Devil, Capricorn energy, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the World, the Eight of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Swords. I feel like you're really trying to get away from this, what seems like always partying, so for everybody that's kind of like different, I think that not everybody here is actually partying. Some people are though, like they're, they either are using too much or they drink too much, and they're aware of that. For other people, I feel like this is more just lifestyle changes, it can just be about like the unhealthy habits that you have and how you're really trying to like detox them from your life here. The interesting thing that I see here is that life has become hard because you feel cut off or isolated, right? Like let's say that I'm 22 years old, random, right? And all of my friends, they just party all of the time. That's what we do. We don't even do anything else. And I don't want to do that, but that's all that we do. So once I stop doing this, I now don't actually have a friend group or anywhere to be on a Friday night. So it's isolating, Some people have been using for so long with the same group of people that at some point in time they really thought these were their friends, and now it's like they're finally coming out of this confusion and realizing in order to really move on from this thing, I have to leave all of these people and situations and the old me behind. But it's confusing because I think at this point you don't know where you fit in the world. You feel like it's actually getting harder to keep up with the hardship of, breaking a habit. I feel like, you feel like you don't really have any support or anyone to talk to. And this is like and some of you are very vulnerable with this. You know that this is really bad because this actually will give you an excuse to kind of go around people or to go do something that you don't want to do. And the challenge here really is staying away from or keeping your distance from certain people. I feel like you really feel kind of lonely, Like, I feel like somebody's been, like, very genuine here. They've been dealing with whatever comes at them with this and slowly making progress. But as things are moving forward, something that they've stopped doing here is making them feel like, I don't know, I feel like somebody has, like, cabin fever or, they just literally feel isolated, you know what I mean? It's like, and I can especially if this is, like, some type of, like, bad habit that you tend to do with other people, it can be hard to meet new people because now you're in the in-between of life. You're in the in-between of this group of people that are toxic and unhealthy, and you still being right in between that and healthy. So you want to, it's like really hard to find people that are going to be able to understand and support you in that time period that aren't people that can help you easily slide back into this thing. It's very complicated, and I think a lot of people don't even think about these kinds of things. So I feel like here, you're at this point where you're actually not sure who you are or where you belong in life. I think before you had like a title of like friend or, just something like that. And it's kind of like, I feel like somebody is actually suffering loneliness here. They feel like it's going to be hard to meet new people or make new friends. And in some people's situations, this is definitely true, right? Like say, well, I'm a recovering alcoholic, so maybe I should meet a friend at AA. But actually, sometimes the two of you would get together and become relapsing alcoholics together, So it's like you have to be very careful about who you do and don't have around you. Now, those people may be able to understand you, but not necessarily support you because they're in the same boat. So it's very hard actually to find that's not a counselor or, some kind of doctor or something like that where, you don't, it's not a real connection. It's like it is, but it's not like, someone that you just call up randomly throughout the day to go hang out with at brunch or something, It's that in between. And I feel like that's the slippery slope, though. When you start to feel alone and like you don't have anybody, you may want to resort back to those that you at least did have, So what do they need to know about or look out for here? Justice, Libra energy, Strength, Leo energy, the Nine of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, Death, Scorpio energy. I think that you're going to see how strong you really are. The things that you're worried about right now, like that stress, that anxiety, and how you used to expel it by like maybe going around other people to emotionally regulate or just to feel validated, you're going to work through that here. It's actually, I think, to you, like going to be a true test of your strength. And when you do complete this, I feel like you'll know that you've really changed. I feel like it's going to be very hard, though, with the Nine of Swords. Or it currently just is really hard. I feel like there's just a lot of stress and anxiety in life, and you feel like you don't have anybody to talk to about it. Like, not anybody that would give a shit. And that's the problem today, is most people don't. Everybody has these superficial friendships. Not everybody. Some of us are, we have grown folk friendships, but a lot of friendships, you know, are really kind of based off of situation, you know, and if it's not a situation you want to be in anymore, then yeah, you got to kind of let a whole bunch of people go, but it's obviously a lonely experience. And the truth is, the older we get, the harder it is to meet and make new friends. It really is. You know, people are cliquey. They've had friends for 25 years, you know. But here it's saying you will make it past it. Like, you know, things will change. You just have to get out of that rut. There's basically a test of your strength coming up, though. You know, I feel like with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, these could be people that you've always thought were your friends or thought really cared about you, and they do kind of come off sincere and like they know the progress that you're making. And I don't think the problem is trusting them. I think the problem here is trusting yourself. So I feel like here it's, you know, it's saying like there's going to be a test of your self-control, but you can do it. For some of you, there is really something going on, like in your life, and you really do feel isolated, you know, like, but it's something that you need to talk about. And you just don't feel like you have anybody you can trust with that. And, you know, the people that you do know, this would be like, you know, I'm going through a breakup, but I'm also trying to get sober, and that's really hard. But if I were to hit up one of the girls that I used to hang out with to talk about the breakup, they're going to be like, bro, come drinking. You'll be fine. Everything's going to be better. You know, and it's, you know, this is just something you can't do. But there is something coming up this week where you need to be aware that your strength will be tested. Meaning there will be people coming at you in some sort of way here. And you need to, you know, with this, just know it's a spiritual test. You know what I mean? Stand firm. Okay. Let me get some advice, please. Yeah. Somebody's going to be trying to, like, get you to go out with them or, like, hang out with them. The Empress, the Seven of Swords, Libra Taurus energy here. There's going to be somebody coming at you, and you consider this person like a friend. You may see them as like they do better in life than you, or like they're sincere or nurturing or genuine or something, but you can't hang out with them, honey. And I'm not even, you know, you can't. You know you can't, because it's not really about this person. It's about if you get around this person, you know you're going to do something stupid here. Now, I feel like they're just being sincere. It's like, hey, did you want to come to my birthday party this weekend? But when you get there, you may be pressured into something you don't want to do here, you know? So just be aware this week that, you know, if anybody's coming around, you know, that you ever kind of like did some dumb shit with that you're trying to walk away from, you just have to say no. You know, and it doesn't even have to be mean. You can be like, I would really love to attend your birthday, but da-da-da-da-da. It doesn't even have to be, I'm sober, you know, or something like that. It just has to, you know, I'm really busy that day and I just can't make it. But, you know, if you ever want to just get brunch with me, you know, I'll buy you some breakfast brunch. You have to be the one to force that the other way, you know. You have to be the one with the boundaries here. Close it out with one of these bad boys. So we have Vessel of Light. I am a vessel of light. My unique skills bring light into the world. As I share my talents, blessings flow in an energetic exchange of abundance. It fills me with joy to offer my gifts to those around me. It's kind of interesting. I feel like with this and the branch out to new worlds, you need to understand that you have elevated past certain people. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with them. You've just surpassed where they are, and I think that you actually, it's like you are in the light now. And so you need to attract people that are there with you here. I feel like this is saying you need new friends. And in order to do that, you're going to have to be confident and show up like you can find them, but also have the strength to say no to anybody that's going to pull you back into some type of habit or pattern that you don't want to be in. Because it's coming. All right, I'll see you guys soon.